Konbanwa! Right now it's nighttime, that's why Konbanwa. Anyways, it's story time. Okay, last Saturday, me, Yukiko, and Emily were downtown, and we have a Chinatown here, okay? They're all over. Yokohama's a Chinatown. There's many different Chinatowns, okay? I think Namba even has a Chinatown. Anyways, we go to Chinatown because we want to show Emily, because Emily has never been there. If you don't know Emily, she's my daughter. Anyways, so we headed towards Chinatown. I didn't get this on, film. This is like complete family day, just relaxing, no stress. So in Chinatown, they have like kind of a square area with different statues, dragons, these things you would imagine, like their little horoscopes, stuff like that, monkey. Yeah. So Emily was climbing on one of them, and I was like, she was posing all silly, so I was like, oh, that's really cute, let me take a picture. So I'm sitting there over taking a picture. Yukiko decides, because she's tired and her back was hurting, she wanted to sit down, relax. They had like 4 different benches. Can't talk. They had 4 different benches, okay? Then they're kind of surrounding a tree, okay? So she sits on one of them, like on the edge of one, and she put her bag next to her. So she's like saving spots for me and Emily, right? And then the other 3 benches were already taken up by people, because it is like a really popular hangout. So tons of high schoolers were there, tons of people from college and stuff. Very popular. Anyways, so I'm sitting there like, taking photos of Emily and all that stuff, and suddenly I guess, I'm not sure this is a Japanese guy. The dude spoke Japanese very well. I mean, just by looking at him, I wouldn't assume. Like I said, we're in the middle of Chinatown. Could have been a Chinese guy. Came to Japan, studied, Japanese. So, it was an Asian dude. So I'm not gonna sit here and say it was a Japanese guy, okay? But my experience with Kobe so far, most people here, Japanese-wise, have been very incredibly rude. So I'm not saying all Kobe people, I'm not gonna sit here and generalize and say all Kobe people are bad, but so far all my experience being in Kobe with people here have been incredibly like rude situations. They're like really rude. Anyways, so this guy comes up to Yukiko and he says very rudely in like a more of a dogmatic, very demanding, can you move? Because he was with like some girl. This dude, like, he was probably like late 40s with like a 20-year-old girl, so who knows what was going on there, right? Anyways, he was sitting there telling Yukiko to move, like not nicely. He wasn't like, please could you scoot over so me and my girl can sit. It wasn't like that. It was really like, move, right? And she was like, nah, I'm not gonna move. And then but he continued on, so she already said no, right? Most people would just move on, but he just stood there and he kept on talking to her and pretty much demanding her to move and just like really harassing her. Like I was probably about 10 feet in front of Yukiko with Emily, making sure she's safe, because she's climbing on this really big statue. She falls off, she can get hurt. So I wasn't exactly paying attention. Then she's just like, Tiger, turn around. I was like, this dude right here, he's bothering me. You see him right here behind me? And the dude is like right behind me. So I look up, and then he started like kind of turning off, and he like got really quiet and started walking off. And of course I turn. I'm not a violent person, okay? I think I've been in like 3 fights my whole life. Unless you count my brother, then I've been in like a million, okay? But siblings fight, and all our fights were not always physical. Some were just silly, like beat you with a pillow type of fight. Others were actual fist fight. But even those were very, little. It's my brother, Anyways, I'm not a violent person. I've taken martial arts, and in martial arts they teach us to fight so we don't have to fight, because most guys they want to fight to prove something, right? It's like an insecurity. So but if you know how to handle yourself, you don't have them to prove, right? I feel like it's more of a respect thing, and also it's more of a fear, because like if you know how to fight, you might hurt someone. Anyways, yeah, I took martial arts, did wrestling, football, all that stuff. So actually I know how to fight. I'm not saying I'm like Bruce Lee or nothing, but this guy, I'm pretty sure I could take him out pretty easily. And being in Japan though, of course, I always want to be respectful and never make, ideally never make Americans look bad. That's always my thoughts, because it doesn't take much to really ruin it for everybody. Anyways, so this guy, I was just like, I was like, Nani itandeyo, like, what are you saying? And he's like, what do you mean? He's kind of like, in Japanese, like, what do you mean nani? I said, you heard me? Nani, what are you saying? I was like, you know, I was kind of like, why don't you go? Like that. And then he gets kind of like, and I was like, what? I was like, go, now. Basically, because he's being incredibly rude to my wife. So that doesn't fly with me very much at all, okay? It's not. Then like, his little girl started kind of pulling him away and he walking off really fast. You know, and I started walking after him, right? Like, I'm not gonna chase the dude, but I started walking his way, like, very slowly, you know? And meanwhile, like, all these other Japanese kids are watching and stuff. I feel kind of bad because of the whole situation, you know, because I don't want to be looked upon as scary or menacing, but this dude was completely disrespectful. You know, Yukiko's just like, look, I don't have to listen to you. I'm not your woman. I'm not any man's real woman. You know what I mean? Like, I am a woman. I am a strong woman. And just because you're a man, you're not going to tell me what to do. But he, like, again, he wasn't going away. So I made him go away, unfortunately. And that's what happened last Saturday. And this is on Family Day in front of my daughter. Yeah, so that was kind of a bad experience I've had so far in Kobe. Similar to this in Japan, or just even wherever you're from, like you're out and about with your friends, your family, and you almost get in a fight, not because of you, just because maybe someone's messing with one of your friends, your girlfriend, your brother, your sister, whatever. You can share your experience in the comments below, and I'll see you next video. Peace. Oya suminasai, that's what you say before bed. Oya suminasai, and they say it back. Bye bye.